Once again I welcome you in the another class related to your non-verbal transfer of data or non-verbal information transfer. Here in the previous class, if you remember, I taught you about the bar graph and the text, how the bar graph can be converted into text and how the text can be converted into bar graph. Now in this class we will discuss about the table, formation of the table, how the rows and the columns being made, and what is the paragraph could be, how to write down the paragraph related to the particular text being given in the table. First we will read about the table. In the table there are 3 columns. In 3 columns different things being written. One is the year, next is the number of accidents, and the third is number of deaths. And in that you can see the rows. Okay, these are the columns and these are the rows. So in the rows you can see that one is which year being written, 2011, 4,97,606 accidents being happened, and how many deaths, 1,42,485 deaths occurred in the year 2011. One row is totally dedicated to 2011, in which number of accidents happened and out of which how many deaths being occurred. Now next is 2012, next year is 2012, in that 4,90,383 accidents being happened and number of deaths being counted as 1,38,258. This is the data of the year 2012. Now in the year 2013 we can find that the number of accidents get a slight decrease and it is being counted as 4,86,476, whereas the deaths also seen a slight decrease, that is 1,37,572. This is actually represented in a form of a table. If this is being represented in the table and the examiner wants you to represent it, interpret it in the form of a paragraph in a verbal way, you have to write down like this. What the given table shows: the number of accidents and deaths in India during the years 2011, 12 and 13. You are not taking anything from the outside or your own knowledge, you are not putting into that. You are just writing whatever being given, you are representing it or interpreting it in the form of a sentence. In the year 2011, the total number of accidents calculated as 4,97,686. Out of this, the number of deaths caused are 1,42,485. End of first row. Okay. Now move on to the second row. In the year 2012. So instead of repeating the same in the year, if we write down like that, the examiner may think that we don't know much vocabulary. Okay. So for that we have taken similarly. Similarly, the accidents that happened in the year 2012 are calculated to be 4,90,383, whereas deaths occurred due to accidents. Just we are taking the in form of a cycle, we are taking the sentences. Okay, accidents, deaths, years, but in a the facts could be presented. Whereas deaths occurred due to accidents are counted as 1,38,258. The second row ended. We have successfully interpreted 2 rows from the particular given table. Now we have to go for the third row, which has the year, which year? It is 2013. Because already we have taken once in the year and next we have taken similarly. Now For the third, we can go ahead with that in the year. In the year 2013, the number of accidents are recorded, calculated we have taken twice, so now we can take it as recorded, as 4,86,476, out of which we have taken out of which, whereas now again we are taking out of which, or you can write down the next as again the number of the deaths calculated as, I have written a little bit changed, out of which 1,37,572 people died. Okay, these undergone accident, these have suffered accidents, out of that these many people have been died. Okay, this we have completed the third row with all the columns. The facts presented in all the columns we have presented in the form of a text. Now this is our conclusion. From the table we can conclude that the number of accidents and the number of deaths are slightly decreased. Don't you feel like that? 497, 490 to 486, slight decrease in from the years 2011 to 2013. In the death also 142, 138 to 137, it shows decrease. So the deaths are, the number of accidents and the number of deaths are slightly decreased from 2011 to 13. Now we have, if suppose they give the table, you have to write down the paragraph in this way. If they give a paragraph with so and so, in year 2011 so and so deaths being occurred, so and so accidents being occurred, 2012, 2013 with a particular data, and they may ask you to convert this paragraph into a form of a table. So you first of all you have to think how many things being given in the particular paragraph. You can check it out here, year, accidents and deaths. Sometimes it may 4, sometimes it may 5. You have to check it out. How many things being discussed in the paragraph, then according to that make the columns. Make the columns and the rows. According to that only, after reading the paragraph, find out which are the things you have to like demarcate, and in one heading how many things you can put, and the another heading how many things you can put, or how many columns you have to make. Sometimes only 2 columns are needed, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, it goes on according to the requirement. So you have to find out what is required in the paragraph, then you can make it a form of a table. There are so many tables given in the reader as well as in the study material. Go ahead, read them and practice it by yourself. As this I have given it to you. In the study material also all the things are being solved, but it's your duty to check it out, how much you can able to do by your own, how much you can able to interpret by your own self. So for that purpose you need to understand the table properly, and for getting into fluent writing or in a better flow of writing, you need to write down from your own self in your grammar notes. Okay, so whenever we get the chance to meet, definitely I'll check it out, your grammar notes, how many of you have written. Date wise you must write down, that whenever I said for you to write down, you must write down, because I can revise and see or the videos, or I can review the videos whenever I have seen. So take care of these things. Unless and until you do the practice, no one can help you out. Fine. So I hope you have understood this one. So we have completed 2 non-verbal diagrams. One is bar graph, the other is the table. In the next classes, we will continue with the explanation of the more non-verbal data. So by the time, take care, have a nice day.